The United States has confirmed it is in active pursuit of another sanctioned vessel operating near Venezuela, escalating pressure on maritime networks accused of violating international sanctions on the Maritime. Officials say the move reflects Washington's ongoing efforts to enforce economic restrictions tied to Venezuela's oil trade and regional security concerns. According to U.S. authorities, the vessel is suspected of involvement in activities that may violate U.S. sanctions imposed on Venezuela's energy sector. These sanctions are designed to limit revenue streams linked to the Venezuelan government while allowing humanitarian exceptions. Officials have not publicly identified the vessel or its flag state, but they confirm that U.S. agencies are closely monitoring its movements in international waters near Venezuela. The operation reportedly involves coordination between U.S. naval assets, intelligence agencies, and international partners. This development follows earlier U.S. actions targeting tankers accused of transporting Venezuelan oil without authorization, often using deceptive shipping practices such as turning off tracking systems or changing vessel names. Venezuela has been under U.S. sanctions for years, primarily aimed at pressuring the government over governance, democratic processes, and alleged corruption. The oil-rich nation has sought alternative ways to export crude, often relying on complex shipping networks that operate across multiple regions. And U.S. officials argue that enforcing sanctions at sea is critical to maintaining the credibility of international economic measures. They also stress that these actions are not aimed at ordinary Venezuelans, but at entities accused of undermining global sanctions frameworks. The waters near Venezuela are a strategic corridor for global energy shipments, making maritime enforcement both sensitive and complex. Any escalation is closely watched by regional governments and global markets. So far, there has been no official response from the Venezuelan government regarding this latest pursuit. However, past actions have drawn strong criticism from Caracas, which argues that sanctions amount to economic warfare. International reactions remain cautious. Some countries emphasize the importance of international law and freedom of navigation, while others support strict enforcement of sanctions approved by national governments. Energy analysts note that while individual vessel actions rarely disrupt global oil markets, repeated enforcement efforts can increase uncertainty and operational costs for shipping companies operating in the region. U.S. officials say the situation is evolving and they will continue monitoring maritime activity near Venezuela. The outcome could range from increased surveillance to potential legal or diplomatic action, depending on the vessel's activities and compliance with international regulations. For now, the pursuit highlights how maritime enforcement remains a key tool in modern sanctions policy. We'll continue to track this developing story and bring you verified updates as they emerge. Stay with U.S. Guru News for clear, unbiased coverage of global affairs.